Well, welcome back to the Bako Motorsports Power Hour. This is the Bakersfield Speedway segment of the show. And one of the things we kind of forgot to mention in the opening is that this is actually a monstrous week for dirt track racing on the national level when the NASCAR trucks hit the dirt at Eldora. And you've been kind of following and watching it. What do you think, Scott?
Well, it's
Scott Schweitzer, by the way. So
yeah.
he hasn't been here for a couple
of weeks.
For a
while. I almost forgot where to come. It took me a little bit. That's why I'm running a little late. But no, it's a great thing for dirt tracks. Obviously, dirt tracks are in the limelight this week as the Craftsman Truck Series goes to Eldora for a huge event tonight. It's they've had the 2 practice rounds this morning already on Fox Sport 1, and tonight I think at 5:30 is when they'll start showing the race. And so anybody that really wants to see a great historic facility and some dirt racing and some, the national guys you see on TV all the time running on dirt tonight.
Now, Tony Stewart owns this track, right?
Yeah, Tony Stewart.
And he remains a huge fan of dirt track racing himself. I mean, we know about his history with dirt track racing. What does it mean for the sport? And we talked about this before. I mean, it's probably a long shot at best. We'd never see Sprint Cup cars on that. But what do you think the future for dirt track racing with NASCAR is?
Well, I think it's huge. I mean, and a perfect example is Brad Keselowski is in a truck today out there, and he said it. He's been watching it for the last couple of years, sending a couple of trucks there. He just wanted to see what it was all about. His dad is a huge dirt guy, successful, and he's like, man, I just want to try this dirt out. So it's pretty cool to listen to his interviews this morning when he got out of the truck for the first time. So a couple of them, tracks was real wet this morning. They were getting into the wall, so it's pretty interesting.
If tennis can play on, grass, clay, and asphalt or concrete, then why can't we have those mixes? With the race cars.
You know what? I think it's a huge. I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, the NASCAR, the Cup Series goes to road courses, and then they do big tracks, small tracks. So
right.
Why not throw a couple of dirt tracks in there? And obviously these guys can handle it. All these guys you see, Tony Stewart, Clint Boyer, all those guys that jump in a dirt car when they get a chance. So I know they would do fantastic.
So many of those guys have grown up. We had JJ Yelly at one of your events, and he was a guy he's in the Xfinity and in the NASCAR series or Sprint Cup series, and he's a guy that grew up in the dirt track. So there's so many of those guys who've had that experience.
Yeah, you'd be surprised if you look at the list of Sprint Cup drivers that have made laps out at the Bakersfield Speedway. I mean, Casey Kane, Ryan Newman, Jeff Gordon.
Right.
It's huge. It's a huge list of guys, and it's not just Bakersfield. Obviously, these guys all over the United States are hitting dirt tracks in their careers to start up. And it's pretty cool.
What's interesting about this sport too is that those Cup guys, they like to race.
That's the bottom line. They
right.
do it for a living, and they'll do it every chance you get. You see guys doing off-road events.
Yeah.
They're doing drift cars. They just like to go fast and race. I mean, that's what's in their blood. Obviously, that's
right.
what they do for a living.
Well, when JJ Yelly was here, right across the street, we were talking to him. He was trying to figure out if he could get a ride over to Ventura and race over there. So
and that's what's cool for us dirt track owners. When the versatility of the Sprint Cup Series, the way it travels all over, we have that opportunity. We can try to grab a guy and bring out to one of our facilities, and then we get to showcase the dirt tracks. But tonight, nationally, there's showcase in Eldora, which is cool for all us dirt tracks.
Interesting. Well, very good. That's on Fox Sports 1 tonight, so take a look at that. We'll talk a little more of that next week as well. Coming December 5th, by the way, just our business, we have our end-of-the-year special section. It'll be in the Bakersfield Californian. If you'd like to buy an ad in that, reserve it now. We'll give all that to you. We're going to do the All-Area Driving Awards in that edition, but we'll announce those on December 3rd. It'll be in the paper that weekend, so really excited about this. The Grumpy Griff Award, I think we're going to give it to Kyle Griffith. I don't know if you allegedly were not there to see it, but let me just show you some video of it. Let's show the video of Kyle Griffith doing a dominating his first win, I think, of the season in the modified class, and we've been waiting for it. We've called his brother's name Cruz numerous times, but this will give you a good idea of what the track conditions look like after some rain, not just some rain, a lot of rain, but a big night for Mr. Griffith as he gets his first win of the season in the modified classes.
Yeah, and I got to give a hats off to my crew. Obviously, I wasn't there Saturday night. Of all the nights that I had an engagement to go to, we got rain.
Right.
That's the toughest thing to deal with. But the crew was able to band together. They went out and spiked the track, chewed it up, was able to wheel pack it back in, surpass the rain, and obviously for a great show. And to see Kyle Griffith, he's dominated in the B mods last year and stepped up to a brand new A mod. And first time out on the track, he broke a power steering line and put it in the wall. They had to totally reclip the car, and now here he is back later in the year and gets his first win. So that's super cool for the Griffith family and to see Kyle in victory lane.
I think Mike Griffith must have been a little distracted here by the rain there at some point. So.
Yeah, reports are that it did start sprinkling a little bit during that main event right there. But again, drivers did a great job. My crew did a great job to get the track back together.
This is you to do a dirt track. You're dependent on water, and I know you're sensitive to some of these issues. But how much does the rain help or hurt, or what does it do to the track? Obviously on that night, and then longer term, does it help you at all?
Well, obviously we love the rain. It's free water.
Right.
We'll take as much as we can get. We just don't want it on race night.
Right.
So, once we start wheel packing the track goes through its cycle.
Right.
It's ready to race. We start sealing it off, getting it ready to race. At that point, if we get rain on the track, then it's just going to sit on the top. The track's obviously clay, so it's going to be real slick. During the week, boy, if it rains, the more it rains is the better for us.
Yeah.
So we don't care about that. That just helps.
Yeah, here's some of the video of the fans taking cover, smartly in the rain. But what a night it was there. Let's take a look at what you got coming up this weekend here. And first off, before we do that, I do want to point out that because Sadie Hill will probably beat me if I don't mention it. And by the way, I got completely ambushed by Scarlett Sabin of the Ronald McDonald House on Saturday at Kids Fest at the Kern County Museum. And I don't have video of it. I wanted to save all of you that from that, but they will be there in force.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to that event. Obviously, August 1st, our Racing for Ronald. Hopefully I can get Mike and Sadie in here next week and we can talk about it. But really looking forward to that event. They've done an excellent job.
The BG is wearing the let me actually run over there real quick and show the BG.
But they've done a great job getting a lot of supporters and all that. So we're really looking forward to this event.
So here's the BGs is wearing the Racing for Ronald second annual shirt. And then on the back of it, sorry, BG. Make the noise, Chris. So happy about that. There's the cars in the back of it, and this is the back of the T-shirt. And I suppose this will be available
Absolutely
at the deal. So there you go.
Yeah, they'll have T-shirts out there. We got the carnival going on. They're going to have food, the dunk tank, which I heard you're going to be a part of the dunk tank.
I will be a part of it. In fact, I was shown by Scarlett Sabin of the Ronald McDonald House where I will be sitting on this because she was already aware of that I was going to be involved with this. And I can't remember if Tom Mocht is going to have the first throw at it.
Well, I think it's only fair if you're going to get in the dunk tank, Tom Mocht should get in the dunk tank.
Absolutely.
I think it should just go without question. But getting Tom to do anything, I can't even get him to come down here with me. So.
I did a video, by the way, and I told Tom, I said, you were in it. He goes, I don't want to be in that. And then that was a long series of bleeps. I said, no, I didn't put you in. I put the back of your flash in there. So these are some of the events for the Racing for Ronald event. It's going to be such a great event. These are the lunch events or lunch prices, I guess. So if you want to have lunch, it's $15, and it's from Salty, so it's well worth it. And then we also have you can win a mini dwarf, which I'm going to sign Griffith up for that, and it's $20 a ticket, 1 in 500 chance to win, and they're going to draw it on the first, and that would be the one you would win.
And that's a super great car. I got a chance to look at it up close. They did a quality job, and how cool is that? Someone can win a mini dwarf for $20.
I'm gonna definitely sign Griffith up for it. Maybe Tom Mocht as well.
Ooh,
so there you go. Racers lunch. Racers crew members, officials, anyone with a pit pass can still come in and enjoy their lunch at $7. And these are the T-shirts. There you go. So extra large, small extra large is $20. If you need a 2X or 3X, it's $22. So get out there and enjoy this. This is first year you did was last year.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second one we've done. it exceeded expectations last year, right?
Absolutely, and it's super cool because the fans get a chance to intermingle with the racers down there in a very relaxed atmosphere. A lot of, like I said, carnival games going on. They got some music playing, a great lunch by Salty's Barbecue. So, come on out, hang out there, and then you get, buy your ticket. You'll get to stay to see the races, meet the racers, and you're helping a great cause.
Coming this weekend, we have Sport Mods, Street Stocks, and American Stocks, Mini Stocks, NMRA 3/4 midgets. It's $12 to get in this weekend, and should be a great show with the Sport Mods who've put on one great show after another this season.
Absolutely, they always come with a full field. We got B mains all the time with those guys. The Street Stocks, obviously too, a great division, fast cars, great show. They've been showing up with 17, 18 cars, so great field for this weekend. A good variety of cars, and should have good weather and no rain, hopefully. So we'll be able to have another great night of racing.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll talk more about this. Our final break, we'll take Scott through the end of the show with us, as we'll discuss who our driver of the week is. I'm voting Kyle Griffith right now. I think he gets it.
He's got my vote.
He's got your vote. Okay, we'll be right back after these messages here on the Bako Motorsports Power Hour.